All right, so for our chat under the oak tree, I will talk again about the meet yesterday. I guess when I turn to the right or left, you lose my audio, and I do apologize for that. I'll figure it out one of these days. So, big event, 58 lifters. Generally, events are around 20 to 30. Even the biggest events I went to, they usually cap off around 60 to 70 lifters. So, huge event. What had happened is they did it in 3 flights. They probably should have had 4 flights. The flight I was in had 20 lifters. Generally, you're wanting 11 to 13 in each flight. But I understand you're probably wondering when this was going to end. Set up for 396-pound opener, which I should be able to do anytime. I did 385 as a warm-up, and it went up easy. What they did is they misloaded the bar, and it looks like they misloaded the bar during the whole entire contest. So they did not calculate that the clamps on a Olympic professional bar have weight, and they're about 1.5 or 1.25. They're 1.25 kilos. So they add 2.5 kilos, which is about 5.5 pounds, and that makes that bar the correct weight. Well, they weren't doing that. They figured out that the clamps didn't weigh anything, so they were adding at least 2.5 kilos to everybody's lift. So I was wondering, because we had like 8 people bomb out on their opener, which is odd. And you think 5.5 pounds, well, 5.5 pounds is significant when you're, mentioned in the hundreds or 200s, even the 300s. And when you're not ready for that. So I missed my first lift. And they came up and they said, listen, one of the guys goes, they misloaded the bar, and I was trying to stop it, but they didn't stop it. I went to my video, and yes, they did. It looks like they put about an extra 10 pounds on my lift. So that caused about a 45-minute delay for them to figure out what was going on. So you lose your warm-up, all right? So I never did get my lift. The second time I lifted it, but my butt came off the bench. It did. They called me for it, which they should. And I've never had my butt lift off like that before. And what it was is the carpet they had excellent traction, which you kind of want, but I'm not used to doing that into a competition. And then by the third attempt, I was just gassed. It was outside. It was a nice sunny day. I was prepared to probably start benching at 11. I didn't bench until after 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's excuses. I still should have got my opener, or I should have adjusted it. I'll put that on me, and it'll make me readdress for my next competition. So I put that behind me. I still got a heck of a workout, so it wasn't a total loss. The first time I've bombed out of a competition. It's not a good feeling, but that's how you grow. Success is built on failure. All right, so if you don't fail, you're not pushing yourself. So I'm gonna sit there and change up my workout. I want to concentrate on my throws a little bit heavier. Oh, and I got a guest coming out here to see me. Binks is going, hey, what you doing out here? Hi, kitty. There's Binks. Hi, kitty. He's going to come out and make sure I'm okay. But I'll be on my lap here pretty quick. So even though it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, I want to give a shout out to the people I met there, and Russell and a few others. And even though I didn't do well, everybody was very encouraging, which is almost always the case when I go to these meets. So the fellow athletes showed great class as always, and I do thank them. Even though I may not have been happy with my performance, they were still very supportive, and I'm still very supportive of the powerlifting meets. So just mistakes were made on this one. Those things happen. Life goes on. Yeah, right? You learn from it, and then you make the adjustments. So next time I go to a meet, I will lower my opener just in case there are mistakes like that, so I don't have to worry about that. So I kind of got my own way. But it's a humbling experience, and I'm glad I had it, and I will work to improve it. And once again, a shout out to all the people I met. I appreciate that. And remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise.